Alright, well, in our journey to Wax, where we're going to wreak some serious revenge, let me just explain to you what happened last time. Okay? So, I died. But, I didn't die. I don't think. I think that's impossible. If this was following Star Trek's logic, if it was following its, I guess maybe, were there warping torpedoes? Alright, so what happened if you're not understanding what's going on here? If you didn't watch last episode, and really, you should probably watch it again just to figure out what I'm talking about. I mean, watch this torpedo. Look at this stray torpedo. You ever want? It's gone. It disappeared. It despawned. Alright, let's watch some more stray torpedoes. Here, take some of these for me. Alright, now, watch. Look. Look at this. Alright. This is a quantum torpedo. It's much more likely to go faster than a standard photon torpedo, alright? Because photon torpedoes, as everyone who's watched Star Trek knows, do not go the speed of light. Okay? They're not even made of photons. They emit photons. They're not made of photons. Alright, well, before that torpedo disappeared, you could very much see that even at maximum impulse, I was going at same speed. Alright? Now, that ship was also going at maximum impulse. So that's why its torpedo was going so much faster. But basically, entering warp should bring me farther. It should bring me away from it, okay? I entered warp. I went back and watched that clip of me dying. Or supposedly. And you should too. Now just go back and watch, and you'll see very clearly. Hold on. Let me just kill this real quick. Alright, I'm out of here. 15. Yeah, I could have just died. But you know what? I don't really care anymore. And even if I do die, so what? I already died twice, according to this game's logic. So, it only makes it more exciting for me to get down to 15, doesn't it? I mean, where's the excitement otherwise? Where's the excitement otherwise? Because otherwise, it's no fun at all. Is it, man? I'm just going to live. Here, look. Alright, that despawned too. I was going to show you that photon torpedo. Anyway, point is, torpedoes don't enter warp, okay? Now, I've seen all the Next Generation, and not Deep Space Nine, which is what this is probably based off of, mostly. Since, starting point's Deep Space Nine, Dominion, all that. But it uses the same universe as the Next Generation, okay? And in that universe, torpedoes don't enter warp. Alright? Now, there are such things as transwarp torpedoes, perhaps. Other types of torpedoes, transphasics, even chrono torpedoes, ones that go in and out of space-time. Alright, so there's some different types of torpedoes. But there are no torpedoes that are photons and are modified to go at warp speeds, alright? I mean, just think logistically. Do you think the backbone of Starfleet's torpedoes are going to be having warp field generators? That doesn't make any sense. 99% of all space battles are sub-warp. At sub-warp speeds, at impulse speeds. Alright? Using warp power, but at impulse speeds. Because warp power is, you can't fight when you're using all your warp power for actually warping. See, so I can't, and look, I can't fire phasers at warp, I can't fire torpedoes at warp. So obviously that's the same logic here. Torpedoes and phasers, you can't fire those at warp. And, which means, also could mean you can't have them entering a warp field. You can't have phasers. Well, technically phasers should work. If I understand it correctly, technically phasers should work even at warp speeds. And torpedoes, as long as they're contained within the warp field, is technically possible, even without them creating their own warp field, for them to tail off of someone else's warp field. So if that torpedo had actually been next to my ship, like within my warp field, it would have made sense that they'd go into warp. 20 hull, 9 shields. I don't even care anymore, okay? I mean, if I die, I'm still gonna slap myself in the face 100 times. But I'm not going to try and stop it from happening like I used to. Don't kill me, Starbase. I'm looking at you. Alright, let's get to the Fantastica system. Alright, so is it all cleared up for you? Can you stop hating in the comments, please? Please, Jacob, please stop with the hates in the comments. I'm getting sick of it, really. Stop reminding me, alright? I really wanted to play this game without dying once. So, just cut me some slack, alright? First time, I'll be honest, Starbase shot me in the face, and my own Starbase. And, I guess I should have watched out for that. Friendly fire's on, apparently. But really, when torpedoes go to warp... Alright, so about that. Here's how I know that torpedo was not in warp. I went back and watched the clip, which I recommend you do, of me dying. Which was, and that was kind of, I guess, what was it, 7 minutes, 8 minutes in the video, last video? I forget what exactly it was. But I watched it like a dozen times. Seriously, I watched it a dozen times. I'm pretty sure that I either warped first or I warped at the same time as the torpedo was shot. Which means there's no way that torpedo was in my warp field because the Hideki did not join me in warp. I warped without bringing the Hideki with me, okay? And plus, this is a tiny ship. Its warp field doesn't extend much farther than the shield field extends. Okay? And most of the warp field is actually in front of the ship. Most of the warping technology is in the front. Clearing obstacles out of the way, actually. The deflector dish. There's a deflector dish for shields, and then there's one to stop the ship from being destroyed by objects in front of it when it's at warp. It spreads them apart. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Trekkie. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Yeah, I know science. It's awesome, isn't it? So anyway, and I don't think... Look at these warp engines anyway. These are high quality warp engines. They're very recent technology. There's not much waste here. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. There's not much waste in these warp engines. Very efficient warp engines. So, have I made my case clear? Are you now? Can you stop hating, Jacob? Do you understand that it's not my fault that I died, and it's actually the game's fault because its physics is off? I mean, look, that baby just killed a Nebula class. Try and tell me this game's canon, alright? You want me to play a real Star Trek game? You want me to play one that has real canon physics in it and other things? There are actually some made like that. Star Trek Bridge Commander. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's an old game. I'm thinking I might play it. I might. I have been trying to. I've been having some trouble getting it to work with this Mac. It's for Windows. So I've been trying. Anyway, it's physics. It's very canonical. Everything about it works just as it does in the Star Trek universe. With some mods. I'll install mods just to make it even better. Because I don't like it when I die because of a problem with the game, okay? I don't really like the new Star Trek movies because of that, because they kind of distort the old stories, the old Star Trek. Alright, well, enough of me being an angry nerd. If you like that, subscribe to Wired, right? Have you seen those advertisements? I'm not subscribed to them. I never even went in their channel, but every once in a while there'd be the angry nerd from Wired. He's always a hoot. Hoot and a half. Very nerdy. Alright, well, I'm not sponsored by him. I just think he's funny. I don't even watch Wired. I guess I sound a little bit like him, just being nerdy and angry about it. Alright, that's the end. Me trying to compare myself to people who have no comparison. Alright, goodbye. Hold on, I can't stop the recording. Let me just... Hold on. You can stop it if you want. Just give me 5 seconds. 5, 4, and go. Goodbye.